When reading the Gospels, have you ever asked yourself this question? Why did Jesus describe his followers as the wise? I'm Zdravko Stefanovic, a professor of biblical studies at Walla Walla College and a volunteer field director for gospel outreach, a supporting ministry of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Let's go back to the question that I have asked. In my search for an answer to that question, I have studied the Old Testament book of Daniel, one of Jesus Christ's favorite books in the Bible he read. The result of this study is the commentary titled Wisdom to the Wise, and it will soon be available in your local ABC store. You will learn from the reading of this book that the book of Daniel also calls God's faithful people as the wise. Just as Daniel said in his praise to God, recorded in chapter 2 of his book, "Praise be to the name of God forever and ever. Wisdom and power are his. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning." Wisdom to the wise is a unique study of the book of Daniel in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, because it is a chapter-by-chapter, verse-by-verse commentary on this important biblical book. I could mention a few other features that are somewhat unique to this work. First of all, I believe that the message of Daniel's book should never be separated from his life of faith in his God. So in this commentary, special attention is given to the stories about Daniel and his friends who lived in Babylon. Another guiding principle is that Daniel's visions cannot be fully understood if they are studied in isolation from the stories in Daniel. In fact, I believe that the key to the visions in Daniel should come from the stories that are covered in chapters 1 through 6. Again, the message of the book of Daniel should be studied in consultation with the other Old Testament books, such as prophetic books, Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel. Another important point is that in the explanation of the symbols from Daniel's book, the symbols that are found in the visions, the Bible should be the primary source and not something else. Then, I believe that Daniel's visions should be applied in history as well as in church history, but also in the life of the believer, and that is each one of us. Lastly, the book of Daniel, especially its stories, centers in God. But the visions, they point to the future, and they focus on Jesus Christ, his life, and his ministry. I'm deeply convinced that the book of Daniel, if studied with prayer and diligence, can give us courage and hope to live and witness for God just as Daniel did. This is why, when teaching the book of Daniel, I like to challenge young people to dare to be as Daniel in our world of today, to live wisely for Christ so that many can come to the knowledge of salvation through our faithful witness. Then someday soon, when the Lord returns, he will fulfill his promise from Daniel 12:3. Those who are wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. My prayer is that this promise will become our experience. May God bless you as you continue to study biblical books and biblical prophecies, this time with a new tool, with the help of the commentary entitled Wisdom to the Wise. Look for it in your local ABC store. Thank you.